Well, you're watching Breakfast at Dawn. Let us remind you once again to send us SMSs, and the number is 6622, and the format, as you can see on the screen, is DBD space your message space your name and location. Let's move on to what's been in the newspapers this morning. Starting, of course, with Ms. Benazir Bhutto, who says only democracy can fight extremism. But of course, Taliban may have their own views.
They certainly do. The Taliban commander Baitullah Masood has threatened suicide attacks against the PPP chairwoman Benazir Bhutto, saying his bombers are waiting in the wings to welcome her when she returns.
Would that explain the bulletproof vehicle request?
It would. Apparently there's quite a few people out there who...
Security is of prime importance. It's been in the news all over. National Reconciliation Ordinance. Well, National Reconciliation Ordinance, as per a news item, would be clipping the NAB's wings. That's National Accountability Bureau. NAB no longer to act against sitting politicians without recommendation of parliamentary committee, which would of course comprise of the politicians. However, the draft NRO does not give any amnesty to people involved in cases registered in connection with cooperative societies and financial scams.
So that means if you're running a business...
And if you're a politician, you're okay.
You're okay, you're all right.
But if you don't have a politician on the rolls of the business, if it's a cooperative society or a financial scam with no sitting politicians in it, you're liable to be prosecuted.
Ah, so that's how it works.
Yeah.
But having said that, NAB is not quite giving up yet. Now they're launching an awareness campaign, very nice of them, to highlight the effects of corruption and to make a positive contribution and to motivate the youth towards minimizing corruption from society. That, of course, will take place after the whole indemnity things are signed, and sometime in the future we'll finally get around to rooting out corruption from society.
Hopefully. In the meantime, the National Reconciliation Ordinance would also be ending cases against politicians abroad.
Oh, so that means Imran Khan's trip was wasted?
No. Where did he go there for?
Well, if you remember, we were going to have talks with the MQM chief.
Oh, I thought he went to meet some old friends. No?
So anyway, all politicians abroad, cases will be ended against them as well. Interesting. MQM convener Mr. Imran Farooq says that the MQM has asked the government to withdraw cases against political workers as well, since they were already planning to withdraw cases against the leaders in the proposed NRO. It's also reported that the government has agreed to MQM's suggestion, and as a result, MQM has directed its ministers to now attend cabinet meetings it had earlier boycotted.
Which is fair. I mean, their perspective was it's the workers who suffer the most.
Yes,
and
excusing the leaders, you've got to excuse the workers.
Absolutely. But it's not all hunky-dory. According to the Nation, there may be some other stuff, and not everyone seems to be agreeing with this reconciliation.
Nope.
Yep. Inter-Services Intelligence former Chief Lieutenant General Hamid Gul has said that General Pervez Musharraf or any other have no right to writ of corruption cases against PPP chairperson BB as she looted the national exchequer. But when you're reconciling, does it matter? That's what reconciliation is about. What?
And of course, Afzal Khan, who's a political analyst from The Nation, has also commented in a front-page news item of that paper, saying, selling ZAB, that's Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's soul for worldly gains. So
it's no one's fault. I think criticism for the sake of criticism is of no value, because when you get a phone call from Washington DC, you know, you do as you're told.
You do as you're told. You've got to just go.
And it pays to have friends in high places.
It absolutely does. Now the thing is that there are a lot of civilians out there who I'm sure have, you know, made a few mistakes and would like to be forgiven as well. Where do they stand?
Join a political party.
Join a political party.
And you're fine.
If you have a comment or you want to let us know which side of the fence you're on, forgive, not to forgive, how do you feel about this, please just SMS them in to us. Again, 6622 DBD, that's Daily Breakfast Dawn, your message and your name and location.
But considering the call I just mentioned, apparently, as it appeared in the news, a special call from Washington DC has thwarted the efforts of Chaudhry Shujaat Hussain to create hurdles in the way of the Benazir Bhutto and Musharraf deal. And that's what, quote-unquote, did the trick.
Nothing like a nice friendly phone call to help things along.
Well, if you have friends in the right places, that's what happens, Aisha.
President General Pervez has reiterated his commitment to leave his position as the Army Chief between October 6th and November 15th this year. He also said that it was the right time for a transition towards complete democracy as opposed to
Partial democracy.
partial democracy, which is...
Well, that's partial democracy is very simple. You are part of the democratic process. You vote and you say what you want to do.
Right, and that's my right, and I should have my say.
That's okay, but I will do what I still want to do.
Of course.
That's partial.
Silly me.
And full democracy is where you would do all that and you could do what you want to do if you had friends in the right places. Elections could be happening. Election Commission has told the Supreme Court that 27 million voters have been added to the electoral rolls. This would bring the total number to a registered total number of registered voters to 80 million.
Hey, I want to be 80,000,001 because I am not on that electoral roll.
How do you know that?
I called up the Election Commission office. I'm serious. I called up and I asked them. I said, look, this is my name. Am I on the roll because I want to be able to come out and vote? And they said, no, your name is not here. So, well, hello.
Being a responsible citizen, aren't you?
I'm trying to be. And so they said, well, check back in October and see if you've included your name then. So I'm going to try and see if they, because I want to go out there and vote. Not that, I mean, I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but I want to at least have my...
Well, the Election Commission has been given till the 25th to complete the voters list. So you still have a chance.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know if I finally get on the electoral roll.
Well, as it appears in the news, President Hopeful Justice Wajuddin retired will be addressing the Lahore Bar Association today.
Isn't that nice?
Well,
I wonder what he's going to be telling them. I hope, I'm assuming that he will be asking them to behave as responsible lawyers and not to attack their own institutions. You know,
like he asked us yesterday, Aisha, how did they attack their own institution?
Yeah, but I'm hoping that perhaps, you know, as a retired judge, you want your own institutions to be respected, and the courts, the judiciary.
Oh, you're referring to them burning the Supreme Court order outside the Supreme Court.
And lawyers doing that, it's just, you know.
No, I think that's unfair, because as Mr. Wajuddin said yesterday, it's their right to stage a protest.
You can stage a protest, but you don't disrespect your own institution.
Disrespect is very, very, relative, Aisha. Well, verdict today on petition to stay presidential poll. Now, this is in reference to the petition filed by opposition presidential candidates Mr. Wajuddin and Mr. Maktoum bin Fahim to get a stay order against the election, which is when? Tomorrow.
That's right.
6th of October.
Again, another exciting,
1 day to go.
Another exciting weekend to look forward to.
It will not only be 1 day, soon we can start counting the hours. The countdown will be in hours.
And if all of this is getting just too much for you and you think, oh my gosh, what is this world coming to? Have no fear, we are here to give you some fantastic news, because an Earth-like planet forming 424 light years away and water life will reach the planet one day. Complete formation will take about 100 million years. Right now, the planet's solar system is a very young adolescent, being only 10 to 16 million years old.
100 million years, that's just in time for us to save our souls.
That's right.